Hello everyone, so welcome back to my channel. You guys are watching Maria's Tarot Botanica. We are here today to do the 2022 predictions for all the astrological signs. So I'm going to be going in order from Aries to Pisces, talking about what you guys could possibly expect. So again, these are going to be psychic predictions. I'm going to be using several tarot decks to give you guys a summary of what you guys could possibly expect for this upcoming year. I am going to be breaking down the prediction. First, it's going to be January through April, then May through August, and September through December. Okay, so we're going to cover anything and everything that comes up, from money to finance to relationships, so on and so forth. So hopefully you guys like these videos. If you guys do, please make sure you guys subscribe and you guys follow my channel. Make sure you guys comment, give it a thumbs up. And thank you guys again for watching. So let's go and go to your sign. Hello Libra, welcome to your reading for 2022. As I mentioned, we are going to be breaking down this reading into 3 sections. The first being the time frame from January to April. So as I have been doing for all the other signs, we're gonna go ahead and pull some astrology cards to see what could potentially be the main theme for you guys coming up in 2022. So let's go ahead and get to Libra. So the first astrology cards that you guys did get, let me go ahead and pull them up. You guys got Air Element, the 12th house, Uranus, Genius, you got Mercury, Retrograde, Reinvention, and then 11th house, Friends, right? So the houses that are being highlighted for you are the 11th house, the 12th house more specifically. Okay, I feel like these other cards just kind of support those other house cards, but for the most part the 12th house deals with imagination, creativity, it deals with distant places, and it deals with spirituality as well. And then the 11th house deals with friendship, network circles, gains, etc. So with these cards supporting the other two, I believe like you guys are going to be either being highly creative in 2022 or getting a lot of ideas or inspiration from the divine, from your imagination. That's where people or astrologers believe that, you know, imagination comes from. It's like a divinely guided source given to people, right? Since you also do have Air Element, communication here, again, I feel like either communication is going to be emphasized for you guys in 2022. Perhaps you guys are public speakers, or maybe you guys are writers, etc. Or you guys could potentially be starting a project in that case. You do have Mercury retrograde and Reinvention. Now we're talking about the 11th house. Again, you guys could potentially, kind of similar to other signs, you guys could potentially be reinventing your social circles. Perhaps you're kind of distancing yourself from old friends and then coming into contact with new friends, or overall just kind of really switching things up in terms of who you guys communicate with. But I do feel like you guys are going to be getting a lot of brilliant ideas in 2022, whatever the case may be, whatever type of career you guys have. I feel like you guys are going to be very intelligent and then also be very pioneering in whatever it is that you guys do. Also, the Kipper deck cards. Let's go ahead and pull the cards up. You have occupation, you have courtship here, you have thoughts, you have family room, fortune, great fortune I should say, and then also courthouse, right? So some of you guys who have been dealing with legal issues, you guys could get a settlement from a court case, or if you guys have pending legal issues, there could be some form of great news when it pertains to that. Okay, you also have family room. You guys could potentially be updating your home in some way or making it aesthetically pleasing, or maybe just renovating it as well. You have occupation, courtship, and thoughts. So I feel like you guys are going to be very focused on maybe relationships, or perhaps there is someone that you guys could potentially meet through work that either catches your attention and it's either you're really on their mind or they're really on your mind. Okay, so coming into the first 4 months of the year, as I mentioned, I do feel like it is mostly going to be either regarding making important decisions in regards to whether if you guys want to continue with certain things. Again, this could be pertaining to friendships, relationships, maybe job, career. At the beginning of the year, it might feel a little bit stagnant for you guys going in, for you Libras. But I feel like either if you guys have been thinking about going into business for a while, there could be some form of, you know, development there in terms of business, or maybe you decide to finally start up that one genius idea that you had for a business idea. Also, when it regards teamwork at work, there could be improvements in terms of how people are communicating. Perhaps you're coming off as a really good team member, team leader at work, or you guys could also potentially be put into a higher position at work, since you do have the Empress here, right? So again, your reading is kind of similar to other signs. Some people are letting go of people in 2022. Friendships might be, you know, cut off. I do feel like you either have realized, like, maybe you've been selling yourself short to people, or maybe you've been settling for less than what you deserve, and you guys are choosing to let go of people. You guys are choosing to, maybe it's stuff that you have even been doing to yourself to harm yourself. Maybe it's like, you know what, I've always just thought so negatively of myself. I'm going to change that. I haven't been eating healthy food. I am going to change that. I've been doing drugs, whatever the case may be. I am going to be changing that, okay? Because I feel like you guys will go through some form of emotional turmoil at the beginning of the year, where you either realize a lot of things in 2022, okay? So I do feel like there is going to be positive improvements for you guys. It does look like you guys might stop investing into relationships, or maybe a certain job or something like that, but that is what I'm seeing. For those of you who have already been in a relationship at the end of 2021, you guys might find yourselves either having relationship issues going into 2022, or if you guys have had a relationship where you guys have been on the rocks for a while, that could be what you guys decide to, like, eventually end. Kind of feels like you guys might potentially end up focusing more so on career matters, on financial things, more practical things in your guys' life. And that is what I'm seeing, okay? So now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the second portion of your reading. So let's reshuffle. Okay, Libra, so as I mentioned, it does kind of feel to me for you guys, 2022 is going to be a year of reinvention, okay? For those of you guys, as I mentioned, if you guys were already in a relationship, if you guys were married and the marriage has been on, you know, a tough period of time for a while already, it might be the year where you guys actually decide to separate from your partner. You do have the Hierophant here in reverse, but luckily next to that you also do have the 8 of Swords in reverse, and you also do have the 10 of Swords in reverse. These are typically bad cards, but they're good to get in the reverse, okay? Because it shows that you guys are releasing fears when it regards either relationships or stresses. I feel like you guys have been feeling burdened for a while already when it pertains to maybe a relationship, or this could also deal with some form of institution that you guys have been dealing with for a long time. Perhaps that comes to an end, or you either realize, like, you know what, my morals, my ethics don't match up to these people's morals or ethics, so I'm deciding to kind of step out of that relationship here. I do feel like the emotionally fulfilling areas in your life are going to be in what you guys put work into. There are going to be friendships from the time period of May through August. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of emotional fulfillment there. There might also be like lots of social celebrations for you guys scheduled around this time. Maybe a lot of family get-togethers. There does seem to be something special that you guys could potentially be celebrating from May through August is what I'm feeling, but it involves a lot of people, okay? There's gonna be a lot of people invited to this event is what I'm seeing. Also, throughout the year, you guys could potentially be dealing with a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, more specifically a Taurus here because he keeps coming up in your guys' readings. And either you guys could potentially have some form of either like problems with this person, or they could come off as a little bit harsh throughout this time period of May through August. Okay? You guys might also have some form of wish fulfillment when it pertains to work. So perhaps you finally get that position you always wanted, or you finally got that transfer you've been asking for, or you finally get that promotion, you finally get that job offer, because you do have the Star card here coming up next to the Three of Pentacles. Or this could just kind of show again like teamwork. Maybe relationships are doing a little bit better. Maybe, you know, the atmosphere at work is a little bit better is what I'm feeling. Okay, but I do feel like there's likely to be an earth sign that will be kind of like the pebble in your shoe through this time period, or that will be likely giving you some form of hard time. Okay, there could also be a falling out again with a possible air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Or you could potentially again be falling out here with maybe an Aries or Taurus also. And again, if you guys have been married for a while, you guys could potentially end up deciding to file for divorce if you've been unhappy in your marriage for the last few months or the last few years. Okay, I would say, like, if something happens to fail in your guys' life around this time, do not be embarrassed that it does not work out, because I feel like you guys might be a little self-conscious of, you know, the negative tension that this might garner for you. But I feel like it's mostly all in your head. Okay, so moving on, I do feel like you guys are going to be putting in a lot of hard work around this time period. You might feel like you're being overworked in terms of work, but I do feel like your superiors or people who are wealthy around you, or official people, maybe people that are above you in work, are gonna be either seeing that you're such a hard worker. And the reason why I'm saying that is because you have official person and wealthy man, and then you also have toil and labor and poverty. Okay, I'm not seeing a whole lot of pentacle cards that indicate that you guys are gonna be receiving a whole lot of money in this time period, but you guys might feel overworked or underpaid at work. But nonetheless, I do feel like perhaps you guys feel like you're being worked to the bone around this time period. Maybe you're kind of frustrated, and by either way, like, I feel like people are noticing you, okay, noticing your work ethic. We've all had those time periods where we feel unfulfilled in a job, or we feel overworked, but it's just time periods that we need to, I guess, suffer through to make it to the next big thing in our lives, right? All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the last section of your reading. This is going to be from September to December. Okay, Libra, so as I mentioned, when it pertains to finances throughout the year, it kind of feels to me like it'll be a steady year for the most part. There will be instances where you guys might struggle a little bit financially, and you guys might want to be careful or cautious as to like how you guys are investing your money, where you guys are putting your money, because I feel like there's a chance that like whatever it is that you guys are doing in regards to budgeting, that's something that needs to be highlighted for you, because I feel like if you make money, you might as well just like spend it just as fast, or there could be instances where you guys are short a little bit on money. There's an indication here for maybe a small pay raise, or like maybe you guys start something small like a side job or like a side business to bring in extra money is what I'm feeling. When in regards to relationships around you, again, doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It could be platonic, it could be family related, anything whatsoever. It kind of feels like one of these relationships will be weighing heavily on your guys' mind. You have the Two of Cups here next to the Nine of Swords, so you guys could potentially be losing sleep over a relationship or someone in particular. You have here the Devil card next to the Ace of Wands. Okay, so you guys might feel frustrated. It's either because like maybe you feel like your partner's giving up on the relationship, or this could be you wanting to give up on the relationship, or also the relationship can get to a toxic point where you guys could also be dealing with a Capricorn. I'm also getting that there might be instances when it regards intimacy in relationships, you might get stressed out as to like why this partner. You think your partner's not attracted to you, or maybe they're less affectionate with you, or like they, you know, they don't crave the same amount of, you know, physical action or attention as much as you, or vice versa. Okay, there could be indications of stresses when it relates to that. Through September to December, you guys could potentially be receiving some kind of gift or money, not necessarily earned through work is what I'm seeing. For those of you guys who are single around this time, I feel like you guys are going to be very happy with being single, or kind of feels to me like you guys are trusting your guys' intuition, or, you know, you guys might be okay with where you're at around this time. You'd rather be single than be suffering in a relationship or something like that. And maybe you guys are also finding a lot of happiness when it pertains to creativity, when it pertains to spirituality. Maybe you guys are having like a lot of cool lucid dreams around this time. And maybe you guys are also sitting on secretive information that, you know, kind of makes you feel like you have the upper hand on people, or perhaps you do end up receiving some form of money and you're keeping it a secret to yourself. Okay, there might be an announcement of pregnancy around this time. Maybe it's not necessarily yours, but like your pregnancy, but there could be a female around your life, maybe announcing that they're pregnant, or they're trying to get pregnant. Also, relationships could improve in terms of relationships with women, or relationships with mother-like figures, or you guys could also potentially be really close or very communicative with another female figure in your life. Also, you guys might have a really good idea again when it pertains to business or business ideas, something that might really propel you guys in terms of work or finances or business. Okay, just watch out for drama in the last portion of, you know, September through December. There might be people coming at you gossiping, or like there might be some form of drama here, possibly with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or another Sagittarius or Leo. So whatever ends for you guys, don't be afraid of letting things go, because I feel like you guys often get frozen with making important decisions, especially when it regards like major stuff. I do feel like, again, some of you guys will likely be deciding to file for divorce, or there's some form of fear when it pertains to something you're planning for the future, or some form of, you know, decision that you guys have to make. You guys do also have the Two of Swords, and then here again you have a Capricorn card, the Devil in reverse. So I do feel like you guys are going to be releasing people or situations that have been very stressful, or be cautious with the people around you. You guys might also feel like maybe if you guys are partnered, you guys wonder where your money goes, or you kind of think like perhaps my partner, you don't know what they do with the money, and this kind of leaves you a little bit strapped for cash, or you guys could potentially be a victim of like something being stolen from you guys. But I don't feel like it's anything like theft wise. I feel like you guys are just trusting the wrong people with either finances, or like there could be some form of betrayal there. Lastly, I'm going to do one last spread to see what you guys need to watch out for at, you know, in 2022. Okay, so again, I want to say, like, you guys need to watch out how you guys are spending your money, where you're investing it, because I do feel like there is a potential loss here for money for you guys in 2022, or it's either you guys could be making a lot, but it's not, you know, staying in your account. It just kind of bleeds out from your pockets, right? So watch out for that. I do feel like you guys will have some form of, you know, difficulty in moving on from someone. This could again be someone whom you were romantically involved with either in 2021 or in 2022. This person could have either been a fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, or they could have also been younger than you, but it's someone who either you lost patience for because they're in and out of your life, or they were kind of inconsistent with you, again, kind of like a player boy. I'm also getting, like, for some of you guys, if you guys have a son, this could be regarding your son. Like, maybe you guys are losing patience with your son, or you just kind of don't know what to do with him. But that is what I'm getting for you, Libra. Okay, so that is what I have for you guys. Again, thank you guys for watching. Again, I hope you guys like this reading. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Share with your friends and family, because I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so anything that you guys do really does help me. So again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.